What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Latest Hoops. We know that you're all dying for more juicy trade videos given the NBA trade deadline is fast approaching. Well, as always, the Latest Hoops team has got you covered. Today we're going to be talking about a potential third big piece that could push the Los Angeles Lakers from championship contenders to first dynasty team of the 2020s. Before we get into that though, we've got a little gift for all our awesome fans. We're giving away a free PS5. That's right, a free PlayStation 5 with NBA 2K21 and Madden NFL 21 could be yours just because you have the good sense to watch Latest Hoops. All you need to do to be in the running is like this video and leave a comment letting us know what you think about this trade. Once that's done, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you get all our latest content as it drops. Do that and you're in, and we could be announcing you as our winner in the coming weeks. Now that we've brought you up to speed, let's get back into today's trade video. Do you guys remember Hassan Whiteside? You know, the undrafted center who exploded onto the NBA scene in Miami in the 2014-2015 season? Well, we think that guy, a man who fell off the cliff of NBA stardom seemingly as quickly as he rose to the top of it, is the missing piece the Lakers need to go from perennial contenders to perennial winners. He's a bona fide defensive star who doesn't need the ball in his hands much offensively and would go a long way towards addressing the Lakers' lack of a dominant interior presence as well as their exposed defensive frailties in the wake of Anthony Davis's injury. Hassan Whiteside, a former NBA All-Defensive second-team selection and two-time blocks leader in the league, is currently plying his trade with the Sacramento Kings. The Kings also happen to be the team that let Whiteside go way back in 2012. After that, he spent extended time in the NBA G League and the Chinese Basketball Association trying to resurrect his NBA career. His resurgence in Miami years later was enough to earn him a max contract extension worth $98.4 million. Since signing that deal, he has failed to have the same impact on the floor as he did initially, partly because he doesn't fit the space and shoot mold of the current NBA. Whiteside is an old-school center who wants to protect the paint and bang bodies with defenders down in the low post. Those kinds of players have niche and limited roles in the NBA nowadays. However, the Los Angeles Lakers have need of such a player at the moment, and the Kings should be more than willing to trade the big man given his lack of production in recent seasons. Whiteside's best season was in Miami in 2017 when he averaged 17 points and 14 rebounds a game. Miraculously, he also managed to average 3.7 blocks per game with the Heat in 2015. Last season with Portland, he averaged 2.9 blocks, a number that led the league and showed he can still be an elite defensive presence. However, he wasn't offered a new contract by the Portland Trail Blazers after his max contract expired at the end of the season. Instead, he signed with the Sacramento Kings and has been used very little this season, averaging just 14 minutes per game. Given his stat line for the Blazers in the 2019-2020 season, it's clear the big man with an albatross-like wingspan still has a lot to contribute in the league. The Kings are a squad stacked with young talent in need of minutes to develop, and Hassan Whiteside is suffering as a result. A trade to the Lakers would undoubtedly see that problem resolved for the big center. The Lakers are a veteran roster looking to win as many rings as possible in the 3 to 4 years LeBron James has left with the franchise before they retool and go again with Anthony Davis at the helm. At 30, Whiteside is the perfect age to fit in with that timeline and should be happy to resign with the franchise on a team-friendly contract at the end of the season given he has already made good money in his career and will be hopeful of adding a few rings to his impressive resume. In terms of what the trade might actually look like if the Lakers were to go after Whiteside, it is actually a relatively simple deal to work. The Kings send Hassan Whiteside to the Lakers in return for Wesley Matthews or Marc Gasol, or another vet on a minimum contract. To sweeten the deal, the Lakers throw in a couple of second-round picks if necessary. The Kings benefit from getting a chance to add more young talent to their roster, as well as the possibility of picking up a veteran with championship experience to guide and mold their young roster. We personally think Jared Dudley makes the most sense here. Dudley has a great reputation for being a locker room presence, and is unlikely to want the minutes other vets on the Lakers would if they were to be traded. As for the Lakers, they pick up a great piece at no real cost who can go a long way towards solving many of the potential weak spots in their roster at the moment. Hassan Whiteside's level last season was well above the minimum contract he's currently on. If the Lakers can get that kind of production out of the big man off the bench, he could push them to the top of the pile in terms of championship favorites, a spot they've been forced to share with the Brooklyn Nets, Philadelphia 76ers, and Los Angeles Clippers for much of this season. Whiteside is an elite rim protector and more than athletic enough to be a lethal pick-and-roll weapon with LeBron James as the ball handler. Alley-oops, rebounds, and blocks aplenty will certainly help the Lakers' cause as they look to repeat this year. Whiteside may be something of a forgotten name at the moment, but that could well work to the Lakers' advantage should they choose to go out and get him. The move represents a great opportunity for both sides to make their situation just a little better. And we'd love to see the terror in opposition players' eyes as they drive the lane only to see Whiteside and Davis converging on them to swat their ball into the 15th row. That sounds like must-see, Showtime Lakers basketball to us. Thanks for watching another Latest Hoops trade video, basketball junkies. Please remember to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the Latest Hoops channel for your chance to win that awesome PlayStation 5. Also, turn on notifications for our channel so you don't miss any of the awesome videos we have coming your way ahead of the NBA trade deadline that is fast approaching. That's it for now. I'll catch you guys in the next one.